beginning of any analysis, if it's of a metagenomic analysis, like something you'd get from a hospital or wastewater, or an individual isolate that you carefully screened within the lab, you plated it out, you think you have only one strain of bacteria in this particular plaque. All of this begins with genome sequencing. And the result of genome sequencing are reads. So this first little tutorial is going to show you how to upload reads to begin the analysis. So there are two ways you can do it. One is through the service and one is through the workspace. So we're going to start with the one through the service. So let's go up to Tools and Services, click on that. And this opens up all the services that are available in this resource, which is the Bacterial and Viral Bioinformatics Resource Center. During the course of the webinars that we're going to be doing on this, it's all going to be metagenomics and looking at those. And I always begin with taxonomic classification. That's what I do just to see who's there. So let's click on that. And this is the landing page for that particular service. And it begins with the reads. Now, there are three forms of reads that you can examine. They're the paired reads. Those are generally from Illumina sequencing, and it's on the forward and reverse strand. There are single reads. Now, this can also be Illumina sequencing, but it can also be long reads like PacBio or Oxford Nanopore. And then there is the sequence read archive run accession numbers. And this is pretty awesome because you don't have to download and upload read files. If they are in this repository, you just put the run accession number here. Now, read files are generally pretty big. So this is a good way, if that data is already public, for you to analyze it without the pain of downloading on your computer and then uploading to this resource. But what I'm going to show you how to upload. So let's click on this folder icon here. And that opens up a dialog box with my workspace in this resource. And one of the first things I want to do is create a folder to hold these reads that are on my computer right now, but I want them in the resource. Notice that this icon here is the upload icon where I can bring it in. But first I want to go to this icon, which is create folder, because I want to create a folder for this job. So I click on that and I'm going to name it something, genomic. And these are unknown reads. So I'm calling it unknown. I try to give it a distinctive name so I can remember what it is. So I create the folder. And it gives me a message down here that says you created a folder, but I don't see it in front of me. Where is it? Well, I use this particular resource a lot, so I have a lot of data in here. Each of these column heads is sortable. So I'm going to click on created here twice, because first it goes to the earliest and then it goes to the latest. And here it is. This is the one I just created. So I'm going to click on that and it shows me that the folder is empty. So I can click on this upload monitor. So let's click on that. And it's giving me a message. It says, you're going to upload reads. It knows that I'm in the taxonomic classification service. It only accepts reads. And so this will be the tag that goes with this data. So not only is it going to look for read files, it's going to tag that data. And the tag is very important because when the service runs, it first looks at the tag. And if things are tagged correctly, it'll know that those are indeed read files. Now there's a message here that says read files must be in this format. They're typically in FASTA or .fa, .fasta, .fq, or .fastq. Now these can be zipped files too, so don't worry about that. But it's going to look in your computer for files with that format. So I'm going to click on select file and I need to go to my downloads. And I have two read files here that are in the FASTQ format. Notice that I have a lot of other stuff in here, but it doesn't see it because it doesn't have this particular ending to it. So it's only looking for things that are .fa, .fasta, .fq, .fastq, and it would also accept fastq.gz or any of those .gz. Now I can only upload one at a time. So I'm going to click on that and say open it, and then I'm going to start the upload. So once the upload starts down here in the job monitor, you can see that it'll show the uploads. And if I click on this, it shows me it's trying to upload it, and it takes a while. These files are big. It takes a long time to upload it. So it's telling me the yellow means in progress, the check mark means completed, and the percent means the percent complete. You can't start a job or don't start a job until this is successfully completed. Notice that the name is here while it's trying to upload. But let's start the other upload because it's going to take a long time. We don't want to wait for this one to upload and then start to upload the other one. We would be here all day. So let's click here on this folder icon. I've got to go back to that particular folder. So I click created, it shows me the earliest. I click created again, it shows me the latest. I'm going to click on that folder and look, it tells me it's uploading it and the size is still 0. So generally when they're paired read files, it'll be 1.fastq like you see here, but we need its pair. So I'm going to click on that upload icon again. Now I'll click on select the file, and let's get the second one and open it and start that upload. And if we go down to uploads here, you can see that it's working on 2 right now. Now it would be convenient if I could click on them both at once to upload it, but I can't. So let's just wipe that out of our mind. We don't even want to think about things we could do when it's impossible. So if I click on the uploads, it tells me this one's at 3%. This is going to take a while. So while this is uploading, I want to go to my workspace and show you a different way to upload files. This is just going to be running in the background. We don't have to worry about it. So I go into my workspace, click here, and I want to go into my home workspace. And if I wanted to upload the files here, I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to show you how to do it because it's important that you understand this. I can create the folders here. I can do the upload here. So let's click on that. And notice here it says upload type unspecified. Now this is going to be a problem for you if you don't tag it correctly. Let's just look at what happens. So I click on select files and it opens a dialog box with my computer, and look at this. It's got everything. It's got EndNote citations. It's got a PNG here. It's got a zip file. It's got a scaled vector graph, and it's got these. So it's going to take any of these, but they'll be tagged as unspecified. When they're tagged as unspecified, the service won't be able to see them. You'll see that they're in your workspace, and you'll think, what's wrong with this crazy thing? Here are these read files. It's because it's not tagged correctly. So I'm going to cancel this, and I could go in here and click on the down arrow, and this is all the tags that you could use on this. We want it to be read files, and then it pops up the message that the read files must be in this, and I select that, and now I can see only those. So that's an important thing for you to recognize. Let's say you uploaded it and you forgot to tag it. How do I change that then? Do I have to upload it all over again? No, you don't. So let me cancel this and let me cancel that. And let's say this isn't a read file, but let's pretend that it is. So look over here beyond the green bar. It says that it is a config file. See that? If I wanted it to be a read file, there are 2 ways I can change it, and I'm going to show you the easiest one. Whenever you highlight a row here in the BV-BRC resource, it populates the green action bar with a number of icons. It's trying to let you know that there are downstream processes that you can do. You can download this data, you can delete it, you can copy it, you can move it, or you can edit the type. And right now it's at contigs. I could click on that. It opens this pop-up menu, and I can select a new type by clicking on the down arrow and scrolling down, and I could change that to reads, and I could save it if I so desired. So that's the way, once if you've uploaded something into the workspace, you didn't tag it correctly, that's the way to do it. And so we're still waiting. Look down here at uploads. We're still waiting. It's 5% and 3%. So once it gets to 100%, we'll be able to start this job. And so that's when we'll start the next video. So I'll see you then. Bye.